Now that we have Google Tag Manager on every page of our site, we can start adding the Universal Analytics base code, which will track basic metrics such as page views, bounces, bounce rate, um, number of unique sessions, and so on and so forth. So first thing you need to do, click the new and new tag. I'm going to call this Google Analytics base tag. Select the tag type of Google Analytics. Universal Analytics I'm going to use. Universal Analytics is obviously the updated tracking code, which I suggest you use. Next up is tracking ID. So you need to decide where you want your data to flow into. If you already have a Google Analytics account, then you can just use that. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to create a new account. So head into Google Analytics, and I am going to go to admin, and I'm going to create a new account. Go through the options. I'm sure you're pretty familiar with these by now. Pick the right time zone. That's useful, otherwise data will be out. I'm happy to share it with other people, and we're going to get the tracking ID. Let's accept this. So we've now been given our Google Analytics tracking ID, and that's what we need to have. Now Google obviously tells you to copy and paste this code inside your website, but you don't need to do that because we already have Google Tag Manager on there, and we're going to deploy this particular set of code through Google Tag Manager. So all you need is the tracking ID. Head back to Google Tag Manager and paste the tracking ID into the box. I'm also going to enable display advertising features. That's quite nice to be able to see, to allow you to see demographic data inside your GA setup. Leave the track type to page view, and everything else can stay the same. So hit save, and we now have our base tag on the site. The only problem is that this tag won't fire because we haven't told Google Tag Manager on which pages we want it to fire. So to do that, head back into the tag, and we're going to go to this section, firing rules, up here. Click add, and we're going to set it to all pages. This all pages is one rule that Google Tag Manager gives you by default, and because we want the base tag to be included on every single page, so we track page views on every single page of our site, we're going to use this particular rule. So hit save, again hit save on the rule, and now this tag should fire on all pages of our site.